Yeah.
Ginagawa mo.
Uy! Game na pala, sorry. Nandiyan pala kayo and welcome back sa another episode of Let's Talk About God, #LTAG. My name is Neil and I'll see you all in a bit. So magandang hapon nga po ulit sa inyo kung hapon kayo nanonood, and good morning kung umaga, and of course good night kung gabi naman kayo nanonood. So right now, alright, we are going to talk about what if God does not answer your prayers, okay? Kasi marami sa atin, we always tend to have an answered prayer from the Lord. And bawa, pag nag-pray ka ng something and then ibibigay sa ni Lord, that is called an answered prayer. Now what if lang naman, no? What if you have a prayer and God does not answer it? At sasagutin natin yan ngayong araw na to dito sa vlog na ito. Kaya stay tuned, stay tight, I will be back for you, okay? Now, we are going to talk about one of the greatest man in the Bible, and that is Paul. Kung meron mang taong deserving, no, sa isang answered prayer, that is Paul. However, merong isang prayer si Paul na hindi sinagot ni Lord, and we will find out why. Alright, let's go ahead and read sa Bible sa 2 Corinthians 12:7-10. At ang sabi ron ay, or because of those surpassingly great revelations, therefore, in order to keep me from being conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded to the Lord to take it away from me, but He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weaknesses. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why for Christ, I delight in pain, in weakness, in insult, in hardship, in persecutions, in difficulties, for when I am weak, then I am strong. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Ang sabi dito sa verse na to ay, Paul was saying to the Lord to take away whatever it is na ipinagpipray niya. Well, maraming theologies ang pinag-uusapan kung ano nga ba yung pinagpipray ni Paul. Ang sabi ng iba, ang pinagpipray niya ay healing, kasi may sakit siya. Yung iba naman, for eyesight, kasi parang dumalabo yung mata niya. And marami pang theories, marami pang pinag-usapan kung ano nga ba yung pinapaalis ni Paul. However, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng disclaimer na the Lord answers prayers, okay? Hindi ito yung vlog para sabihin na, ay, si Lord hindi niya sinasagot yung mga prayers natin, or si Lord, wala siyang pake. No. God answers prayers. He listens, He cares, and He is able to answer your prayers. However, there are some point in your life na yung greatest answer sa prayer mo ay ang no ni Lord. Alright? So right now, dito sa verse na binasa natin kanina, meron tayong 3 things about prayer na matututunan. And what are those? Number 1, prayer is not about getting what we want, but surrendering to our will. Paano ko nasabi? Sabi doon sa verse na yon ay, or because of these surpassingly great revelations, therefore, in order to keep me from being conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. Kung babasahin natin yung 2 Corinthians 12:1-6, makikita natin doon na si Paul ay boasting about things, alright? Because he was able to see God's glory in heaven. Nakita niya yung glory na yun, and merong mga revelations na isinishare niya, at merong mga revelations na para lang sa kanya. However, bakit nga ba hindi sinasagot ni Lord yung prayer niya? Kasi ina-avoid ni Lord na yumabang si Paul.
Gets mo?
And yun yung isang bagay na tinuturo sa atin ng Panginoon na kung bakit minsan hindi niya sinasagot yung mga prayers natin, kasi iniiwasan ni Lord na yumabang tayo. Ang sabi ron, there was a thorn in my flesh. Ibig sabihin, sobrang sakit nung nararamdaman ni Paul na yon, to the point na sobrang sakit, hindi niya talaga kayang magyabang. And this was allowed by God. If you will be reading it again, makikita nyo ron na it was Satan's messenger. Ibig sabihin, nagpaalam si Satan kay Lord para gawin yun kay Paul. Remember Job's story? Tuwing may gagawin si Satan, nagpapaalam siya kay Lord. And that's the same thing na ginawa niya kay Paul. Alright? Number 2, ang sabi doon ay, prayer reminds us that God is in control. Ang sabi ron sa 2 Corinthians 12:8 ay 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. But He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. So doon pa lang magigets na natin na kung meron kang 10 prayer, sabihin natin sinagot ni Lord yung prayer number 1, prayer number 2, prayer number 3, 4, 5, sige sa'yo na lahat yan, it's all answered. Prayer number 6, sabi ni Lord, no. Prayer number 7, 8, 9, 10, yes, sige sa'yo na yan. And all of those 10 prayers, isa lang yung hindi sinagot ni Lord. But why? Why would Jesus not answer that one prayer that we have? Kasi baka dun sa prayer mo na yon, hindi kailangan yung yes ni Lord. However, ang kailangan mo sa panahon ng prayer na yon ay ang kanyang grace. Kasi ang sabi ron, my grace is sufficient for you. Dun sa estado ni Paul that time, yun yung nag-iisang prayer niya. However, ang sagot sa kanya ni Lord, my grace is sufficient for you.
Parang let's say for example, ikaw ay may sakit, no? Bata ka, meron kang sakit. Sobrang sakit ng tiyan mo. Tinawag mo yung nanay mo, Nay, ang sakit ng tiyan ko. Pinainom ka ng mainit na tubig. Wala, Nay, masakit pa rin. Pinahirang ka ng Vicks, wala, Nay, masakit pa rin. Dinala ka sa doktor, wala, masakit pa rin.
Pero alam mo ba yung feeling na kapag niyakap ka ng nanay mo at sinabi niya sa'yo, alam ko anak, masakit. Alam ko anak, you cannot take the pain. Pero always remember that I am here, for my grace is sufficient for you. Yun yung ibig sabihin ni Lord. Minsan ang sagot niya sa tanong mo or ang sagot niya sa prayer mo ay yung grace niya mismo.
Okay? Gets mo? Okay, perfect.
Number 3, prayer is not just asking but trusting. Ang sabi nga dun sa 2 Corinthians 12:9-10, ang sabi ron ay, therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties, for when I am weak, then I am strong. So kapag nagets na natin yung point na yon, na nung sinabi ni Lord na, anak, my grace is sufficient for you, all we have to do is pray and trust Him. Kasi I just wanna tell you guys na
hindi genie si Lord na kapag nag-pray ka, kailangan niyang sagutin. Hindi ganoon. He does not exist para maging genie sa mga buhay natin. He does not exist para i-pamper tayo, and He does not exist para i-spoil tayo sa lahat ng gusto natin.
what God wants us to do is for us to trust in Him when He says no. Why? Kasi yun nga yung pinakamagandang sagot ni Lord sa situation mo na yun. Yung no niya. Yun yung pinakamagandang sagot na pwede niyang ibigay sa'yo. Kasi ayaw ng Lord na mapasama ka. And God wants you to trust Him fully. That His grace will be sufficient for your situation. Oo, mahirap. Pag pinag-pray mo to, Lord, sana gumana na aircon namin. And yes, gumana. It was given to you. And then you prayed for the sick. Lord, pagalingin mo siya. However, nothing happened. Always remember that trusting God will be your best weapon. Prayer is our best weapon. Always remember that God will always have an answer to your prayer. It might not go your way, it might not go my way, but it's going to be through His way. And trusting Him will be our best option. Okay? So, again, gusto ko lang i-remind sa inyo na si Lord nga ay hindi genie. Siya ay isang Diyos. No? Siya ay God. Siya ay God na may sagot sa lahat ng tanong mo, pero hindi lahat ng tanong mo ay sasagutin niya ayon sa gusto mo. Again, you have to surrender your will. Give that will to the Lord and let His will be done. Alright?
And dahil maingay yung aso,
Number 2, His grace is sufficient. Alright? Always remember that God's grace will be sufficient. And number 3, always put your trust in the Lord. For the Lord has an answer to you. It's just that sometimes His no is actually the best answer. Always remember na kung kailan ka pinakamahina, doon pinakamalakas ang Panginoon mo. Doon pinakamalakas ang Diyos mo. At yun yung magpapalakas sa'yo. Yung lakas na meron si Lord. Okay? Kasi marami sa atin, we tend to rely on our own strength. And if we ask something for the Lord, minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng problema kasi inuuna natin yung sarili nating sagot sa mga prayers natin, and then we ask the Lord repeatedly na Lord, pakisagot. Pero hindi nga yun yung best answer for you eh.
Kaya huwag kang magtatampo sa Panginoon kung hindi niya sinagot yung panalangin mo.
Always remember na the best answer will always come from the Lord. And if He is quiet because of that prayer, always remember na kasi gusto niyang makita mo na yung grace niya ay sufficient para sa iyo, at gusto niyang makita mo na yung power niya ay sapat. And trusting Him will give you that power and will give you a testimony na you were able to surpass that specific prayer of yours because of Him. Alright? So, yun lang, and maraming salamat po sa panonood. And kung nagustuhan mo tong video na to, don't forget to hit that like button, and also do not forget to hit that subscribe button for me. And by the way, also I just want to plug this community there called Sears PH. Kita mo siya dyan. And ito yung kanilang Facebook profile picture, and ito yung kanilang Facebook page. Alright, do not forget to hit that like button for them. And this is a community wherein we'll grow as a Christian, as people. And meron tayong mga ate kuya dito who will help us in growing. Alright?
So yun lang. Again, maraming salamat sa inyo. My name is Neo and this is Let's Talk About God. #L9.